Hello, my evidence, Europa, Denmark, the tourist place. Uh, the Frederiksborg Palace situated in the middle of lake on the private side. Frederiksborg Palace is home to the National History Museum. The museum has excited on the city since 1878, but the castle itself was built during the early part of the 7th century, and which time it was the home of king. Visitors can sample tour of the castle hall and see the large collection of the armor, and the garden are the to-be misses. The Viking is Museum, the Viking ship museum in Roskilde, and many attractions. The history fans simple fashion. First, this is it is one of the most sought after tourist attraction in the Denmark. Visiting the museum is made even more special thanks to the inclusion of many interactive exhibitions, several of which are geared towards children. Most visitors can enjoy several original Viking ships that were discovered in the Roskilde Fair Hall. Skate Beach. It stands to reason that some people they chose to vacation around skating order to spend their days relaxing on the beach. The coast and the skating is particularly beautiful, with wet and desolate the sandbar above. Raining skating is Denmark's northernmost point. Many people find the lake area to be extraordinary. It is so usually beautiful. In fact, that a 19th century school known as the skating fighters concentrate all the effort here. It is possible to see it work in moving St. Dom and church that is completely buried in the sun except for the barely visible tower. The city of Legoredo welcomes guests waiting and with West Adventure as Knight Kingdom sets the stage for fiery exploration. Certain sections of Legoland are strictly dedicated to be little ones. The most enthusiastic visitors may want to make reservation and the site hotel or the vacation villas that are available. The Bornholm in the picturesque Danish island is known for its Finnish and industrial arts, and the crafty Bornholm is located on the Baltic Sea and is closer to the coast of Germany, Poland, and Sweden than to Denmark, which gives it a unique apple for is perfect for a wonderful gateway from the hostel and bustle of the Lair Larger cities and the southern beach are particularly popular. Um, the tourists come to Bornholm to explore and mining, which is Denmark's third largest forest.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Jesus Arturo Solis Montero. Today I'm gonna present about France tourist sites. So let's begin. Okay, Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is a structure designed by the French engineer Alexandre Gustave Eiffel in 1889. In Paris, Eiffel presents historic project to those responsible for the Barcelona City Council, who rejected it because they thought it was a strange, expensive construction that would not fit in the city. After the negative answer, Eiffel presented his project to those responsible for the Universal Exhibition in Paris, to serve as the entrance arch and center of attention of the exhibition. Although they accepted the project, many neighbors and artists showed rejection, generating controversy about being dismantled. The Eiffel Tower is that iron giant. It's visible on all the emblematic French nation. It is not only a show within the city, but it's a good sight to tourists. The Eiffel Tower has an initial height of 300 meters, where a radio antenna was later mounted on its top, reaching 324 meters. Okay, Louvre Museum. Um, the creation of the Louvre Museum had great significance in the story of museums. It was the passage from private to public collection, so that society could enjoy them, becoming a precedent for the great national European and North American museums. In addition to renowned works such as the Venus de Milo, the Mona Lisa, and the Cave of Hammurabi, works by well-known authors such as Fragonard, Rembrandt, Rubens, Titian, Goya, or Zurbarán can be found in the Louvre. You can also enjoy a huge collection from past centuries, among which the 18th century burial to Roy stand out, now moved back to the Palace of Versailles. Um, Visitors can spend their story of an admired beautiful canvases, sculpture, and objects from the past civilization and from various parts of the world. It's exhibit just than 35,000 pieces of the 300,000 in total and considered the most visited art museum in the world. Here we have an image about Louvre Museum. Palace of Versailles. Uh, the Palace of Versailles in French Haut de Versailles was a royal residence located in the municipality of Versailles. Um, Magnificent decorations were installed inside the palace, despite the fact that Louis XV was responsible for the destruction of past created in the times of Louis XIV. The gardens were sorry, the gardens were enriched with the construction of the later Trianon of the French Pavilion. Other changes produced the disappearance of the Bath Ambassador staircase, among other gates. Inside this palace is located the Gallery of Mirrors, the place where the German Emperor was crowned on January 18, 1871. So let's talk about gastronomy of France. Traditional French dishes such as radotte, tartiflette, or fondue are sometimes prepared with different varieties of cheese. Other dishes contain ingredients based on meat, wild venison, and pork. If you are a lover of good food or want to know new international dishes, it is important to know that, unlike in some countries, wines and variety of salads are never taken as the main entry of every French dish. Um, Typical French dishes are certainly very nutritious and balanced, almost always prepared with great care and taking into account the good presentation at the table. Here we have an examples, two magnificent dishes in France. France, I think, is a good nation and a beautiful tourist site. Um, that's all. Thank for your attention.